ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad hits. Subscribe.
Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another DC Multiverse action figure review on the Flash movies, Speed Force, Flash, Supergirl, and Flash with the Batman costume. Yeah, McFarlaneToys found an excuse to make another Batman, even snuck one in with the Flash. I know it's for the movie. Anyway, big thanks to McFarlaneToys for making this review possible. If you want to see the latest from McFarlaneToys, check them out, link in the description below. You can see it has the Flash logo right there across the top for each one, their names, and then on the back you get some concept art looking pretty cool for each character, or version of each character, and then you get the Flash, Supergirl, the Flash again written on the side, and you get the movie logo on the top. Not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack these figures open. But first, I gotta give a big thank you to today's sponsor. Oh, my number one, this looks fun. Star Trek Fleet Command is a free-to-play open-world MMO game in which you command a starbase on the front lines of the Star Trek universe. Construct fleets of your favorite ships, recruit legendary officers to your crew, and pursue your goals of expanding territory, exterminating rivals, exploiting resources, and exploring strange new worlds. The game explores Seven's journey between leaving Voyager and joining the Fenris Rangers, showcasing her struggle with her Borg identity and her desire to embrace humanity. Gather your crew and customize your fleet. I choose Q. If you're ready to join the millions of players already exploring the galaxy, building their fleets, and competing in space battles, then click the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen to download Star Trek Fleet Commander today. And big thanks to Star Trek Fleet Command for sponsoring this YouTube channel. And here are all three figures out of the packaging, and they look pretty good, man. I'm pretty excited for this movie. Yeah, especially watching the new trailer. I'm ready to get nuts, man. So let's get nuts. Yeah, so these figures look pretty good. I do have gripes that I will mention, of course, but yeah, let's get a closer look at all of them. We'll start with the Batman costume Flash. Well, before we look at that Flash figure, we get these accessories over here. Your standard issue McFarlaneToys DC Multiverse accessories. Nice looking trading card over here. I do like the concept art. Looks pretty cool, and there's a read-up on the back over here. So this is really the 2013 Flash, and then you get the flight stand right here for Supergirl, which is great. I'm glad that she has this, and you also get the peg sticking out right over there. And I could already see an inconsistency with the image on the trading card compared to the figure. Like, we get extra line work and stuff that we're not seeing there. Then there's a read-up. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. And then here's our current Barry Allen. And this looks so dope. I love this costume design. The Maniple design is what I call it. And then there's a read-up over here on the back. If you want to read that one, you can pause it right now. So just to get out of the way, out of the three figures, this one is my least favorite. I don't know if it really looks like Ezra Miller that much, comparing it to the Justice League one. I don't know, I guess. But anyway, you can see that this design right here, he basically took a Michael Keaton Batman suit and cut the ears off and added some Speed Force earplugs or headphones right over here. And I gotta say, man, I like this a lot as far as the design goes. It's just posing it around is not as fun as the other figures. So you can see the Flash logo over the bat symbol. I love the black over the red. So that's really cool. You can see all the Batman parts. Very much reminds me of a Batman Returns suit. I feel like it's more of a Batman Returns suit. I don't know. You have a belt right here kind of drawn on there. Yeah, it's just drawn on there. So this is whipped up real quick, and I think it's really kind of goofy and funny, and I'm just interested to see, you know, how this actually comes about. You can see how we have more black right over here. So, I mean, it's actually supposed to be red painted over black. I said, you know, black over red, but it feels like the figure is painted black. But I understand the movie, and then you get the flash bolts right over there, and then you get the bottom of the feet, top of the feet, right? Or you can see the top. You can see the top of the bat boots right over there, and then there's the sides, and you get peg holes right over there. And he does come with these effects that we've seen several times before in the past. You get 4 of these. These are not new. They've reused these a whole bunch of times. No interchangeable hands with this Flash, but you do get these, and I think they're supposed to be blue. From what I remember seeing in the trailer, this version of Flash has a blue Speed Force. So I mostly really like this Supergirl figure. I like the head sculpt. Some of the paint apps over here look odd though. These peach highlights over her tan colored skin just looks weird to me. I do like the brown colors though, and I love how the eyes look. The hair looks really good. I love the highlights with the hair. You know, you get some lighter brown above the darker brown. And I'm missing a little bit of paint right over there, but other than that, it looks pretty consistent. I do like it, and the rest of the suit and design over here looks very cool. Looks like the paint is a bit thin right over here on this side, so that's unfortunate. One thing that they have going on here, while we don't have pinless joints or anything, look at this, man. We have red on this side, and then blue on that side. What the hell? Well, what kind of sorcery is that? Like, for the most part, when I see pinned joints, it's like the wrong color comes through on one side or another. So yeah, I don't know how the heck they made that happen, but I like it. Well, you have the pins there, at least they're painted, right? And then we get all kinds of nice texturing throughout on the suit. You can see some stressing going on right over there for moving it around. And we are missing some lines. See right here on the trading card, included with the figure. We get these lines and everything, and we don't get those shiny blue lines right through on the figure at all. So that's disappointing. I do like the wrinkles. Again, the texturing looks really good. And I do like the sculpt of the figure. I like how the anatomy looks for the most part. I mean, you're going to have this diaper thing. Ah, God, I wish they would figure out a way to work around that or do something different. But there's looking at the legs, and then the feet look okay. And you get peg holes right there. You're just looking at the back of the figure. You can see that ribbed pattern right over there. And then you can see the cape is quite huge. It looks like it's peeled a little bit away on the back right over here, and it does have, no, it's supposed to be like that. When I get her into flying poses, it's like the cape leans to her right. And I gotta say, while that is a little bit awkward, I do like having that. I think it adds some depth to it, and it does help hide the flight stand. I do miss the S on the back, though. I mean, I'm sure she's not supposed to have one in the movie, but still, I like when Superman and Supergirl have the S's on the back. And by the way, symbol of hope over here looks really good. I do like it. And I like that she comes with a set of relaxed hands and an even set of fisted hands as well. Yeah, get that on there all the way. Yeah. And then here is looking at the current Flash Barry Allen figure, and oh my goodness, I love that they've integrated the Francis Manapul design in here with this figure, and it does look a little bit more like Ezra Miller to me. This one still looks the most like Ezra Miller to me, and yeah, I think this one still has the likeness, but I just don't think the likeness was executed as well as this one right over here. I don't know. I'd like to know what you guys say in the comment section below. So that's my biggest gripe with this figure, but I love the glossy red. I love how this looks, man. You get great texturing throughout on this figure. I love the yellow painted lines. A lot of nicely detailed painted lines throughout. The gold looks really nice and crisp right over there. You can see the texturing on the suit, which does look a little cottage cheese-ish. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like bumpy or something. It's got a weird texture to it, and I like that it has a texture to it, but it also kind of, it's, I don't know, it lacks enough definition for my eyes to really know what I'm looking at. It looks bumpy, right? You see the bumpiness to it? It looks a little bit weird. But then there's other parts of it where you can see these nice thin lines and everything, and that just makes more sense to my eyeballs when I see those. And then you can see on the side right here, beautiful gold right there for the belt. Really looks dope, man. And the back of it has all kinds of paint on it, looking really good. So I like that. And here's looking at the arms. I mean, the paint is fairly consistent throughout on the figure. So, yeah, I really dig that quite a bit. And then he's got the butt chaps right over there looking all weird. I don't know what the hell's going on with the... I mean, that's consistently the biggest gripe with McFarlaneToys' figures right now are the crotch areas and the lack of upper thigh cuts. I just really wish they would work on that. They've been working on other things like adding interchangeable heads, which is great. So I hope they eventually prioritize that. That would be fantastic, man. Look at the gold right over here on the legs. Oh, and the way it runs down into the boot. Oh, that looks so sick. Very, very happy with that. That looks cool to me. Very pleased with that. You get these little spurs right over here. I guess it helps him. I guess these are his brakes. Oh, they look like they could be his brakes. Very neat looking, man. I like this a lot. And then you get some nice shiny gold right there and pickles at the bottom of the feet. Not only that, you get brand new Speed Force accessories over here, which I absolutely love. They're extra crinkly looking, so they're easier to like just put on any random part of the figure. And they have unique sculpts, which is really cool. So yeah, I really like all 4 of these a lot. Very, very fun to pose around with. Nice translucent yellow plastic over here. Can't really complain about these. Would be nice to have interchangeable hands for both of the Flashes, but I do like having these effects more so than extra hands. Now, I'm not going to do a full articulation segment over here. We know what it's like for these DC Multiverse figures, but for this Flash, it is a bit different because of the cowl. You just have a hinge right over here at the neck, and I don't like it. I mean, you get some nice pivot. It barely looks up, and when it does, you get a weird gap. It could look down okay and turn side to side just fine. Well, it still looks weird when you turn it side to side, so yeah, with that Keaton aesthetic, it's going to look odd. The arms are not straightening out all the way on this one for me, so that looks a little bit weird. I don't like that part of it, so yeah, that bugs me. But man, these two right here, oh geez, like getting him to look all the way up and get into some dope running poses. I guess the neck is a little bit long. I guess he is a little extra lanky, but I think it looks cool for her, getting her into flying poses. No problem. Love the butterfly joints over here. Really good articulation. Again, with these upper thigh joints or just moving the legs forward, you can do it, but you're going to get some warpage and it will go back into place. But I really wish they would do something with these pelvic pieces right there. It just looks odd and it's kind of arched. It always makes maneuvering the figure around scary. Like, I don't like having this thing get bunched up here. It is a little better on the Speed Force Flash figure, or this figure. Yeah, it does look a little bit better with this one. And he does have a little bit of thigh movement right over here. And to measure out these 3 figures, you can see the 2013 Flash is standing a bit over the 7-inch mark. And then we have Supergirl over here, just a little under the 7-inch mark. And then here's the current Flash, just barely under 7 inches, or actually right at 7 inches, yeah. Then for a Kryptonian comparison, you can see we have our Snyder cut Superman right over there, and then here is the Supergirl. And then here's the Supergirl next to the Mattel DC Multiverse General Zod from Man of Steel. Is this a Man of Steel figure? I think it is, but yeah. I like this figure still, it looks cool. And then for your Flash comparison, you can see our Justice League version, the Bat Costume 2013 version, and then the contemporary version right here. And yeah, man, out of these 3, which one is your favorite? I really like this suit a lot. I really dig this. However, this one is my favorite. This is actually one of my favorite McFarlaneToys DC Multiverse figures, period. Like, I really like this one. And then for your Francis Manapul Flash design comparison, you can see we have our comic version right over here next to the movie version. I bought the first issue of this thing. I always loved this design. I did pick up the Mattel version of it. I have it in a bin somewhere. I like this one more, but man, so happy to see this in the movie. Like, I geeked out seeing Francis Manapul's artwork. I just thought it was so sick. So yeah, I am geeking out over here. Then here's the 3 figures. Next to the one other character from this movie that I've reviewed, we have the Michael Keaton Batman with the mask on. I still have the maskless one, but I do prefer this one. Oh man, very excited for this movie. Then here's the 3 figures next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Inner Letdown Spider-Man. Whoa, I may be an inner letdown, but at least I'm doing better than Ezra. Oh. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, show some love by simply clicking that like button, and if you really enjoyed it, well, you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you don't miss out on my future videos. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed making this. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Appreciate you guys watching. This was a lot of fun. I really like these figures, even though the 2013 Flash or the Bat Costume Flash is my least favorite of the 3. I still like how it looks. I really like the red and the black paint apps on that thing. That fading throughout just looks really cool to me. It's just posing him around isn't really the best, and the aesthetics, you know, the sculpt of it is just odd and wonky, just due to the nature of the design, I suppose. But man, the other 2 figures I really like a lot. I have the biggest complaints between the 2 that I like the most with the Supergirl, of course, because I think she should have more of those shiny baby blue streaks. You know, that would have been nice to see on that suit. I would have liked to have had that. A little bit of that peach color on the face is a little bit weird to me, but aside from that, I don't have a lot of complaints, you know, that stand out compared to other DC Multiverse figures, because that whole diaper crotch thing, that's always a gripe, you know what I mean? And I hope they change that. I'm going to keep bringing it up, hoping that one day they do something a little bit different, you know? But that Flash, oh my god, man, I'm really happy with these things. Gotta give a big thanks again to McFarlaneToys, and they're all priced around 20 to 25 bucks. I'm going to rate them separately. The Bat Costume Flash, that one is getting a SUD rating of
meh.
And then Supergirl, she gets a SUD rating of
It's not so bad.
And the Speed Force Flash gets a SUD rating of Then I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comment section below. If you want to see the latest in action figure news, you can find it all over at toynewseye.com, and if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on whatnot. And I will catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face.